Firing Boogie2988 from the Locale Live podcast makes about as much sense as making an anti-homeless statue of Jesus Christ. Now, that right there is an anti-homeless statue of Jesus Christ that a Episcopal church put up, which it's a bench. It's an anti-homeless bench. There's some non-hostile benches over in the park area. This is a heavily used bus station. Actually, there's a connection to Amtrak near here. But firing Boogie2988 from Locale Live makes about as much sense as that statue existing. And the reason for that is because Boogie is literally the cash cow. The purpose of the show was to expose and make fun of Boogie2988 and make sure that he got held accountable for things. Now, I don't think anybody expected him to be faking cancer. In fact, I don't think Keemstar thought he was faking cancer. I think Keem thought, oh, we're just gonna bring Destiny on, and you're just gonna dunk on him and make Destiny and Muda look like jerks. and with what Destiny said about the assassination attempt on the former president, which, whatever your politics, attempting to assassinate a president or former president, or really anybody, is wrong. Don't do it. I mean, I know the guy already did it, but don't do it again. But could you imagine if Destiny had said that, and then also, it was like, you accused a very morbidly obese man with cancer of faking cancer, and he has cancer? Could you imagine? That would have been news. Like, Destiny's already gone on Piers Morgan, but now Keem's like, Boogie, I have to fire you, and I don't want to fire you because, although the one thing is, it'll now mean that the money split 33 1/3%. With Keem probably taking that extra 0.1%. But Boogie was what made the money. They're going to all make less money. And that show paid Boogie's mortgage. About $2,100 a month paid Boogie's mortgage. His YouTube AdSense revenue paid for the rest of his stuff. His $600 in medical expenses, his $900 in fast food, his Diablo 4, his... I don't think he would have bought NCAA 25. I haven't bought NCAA 25. I'm thinking about it, but I haven't. But I don't see Boogie buying that. He had to buy it. But his YouTube ad revenue could have just bought him the rest of his stuff. But no. Now he can't get his mortgage, and Keem said he's not allowed to post on social media unless he's going on a Locale Live to be punished more. So he's not really fired, he's just suspended, but he's also not really suspended. But they get to punish him and roast him for faking cancer. If you saw on Twitter the other day, Boogie made this tweet longer about how basically he's like, I did this whole thing, didn't fake cancer, all that. And then it says, in a community note, Boogie2988 has admitted to faking cancer, which is hilarious to me that happened, but it just goes to show you the power of community notes. You can look at them and be like, oh, I don't have to read this thing. He did it. But how? There were like 15,000 people in the stream that I watched the other day, which was awesome. Where they were, being like, Boogie, can you prove it? Are you fired? The trial of Boogie2988. And then I saw that Boogie's 1 million subscriber play button is at Keem's house right now. And I'm not in any way friends with Keemstar. I've never interacted with him. But I think he should do a public viewing of it. And if he did, I would go. He could charge like $25. I'd go. As long as 50% of it went to St. Jude. I would go. That's a suggestion that I think he should take. But yeah, could you imagine how much money this can raise? But on top of that, Boogie not being on the show, viewership's going to be cut down in a third. Now, interestingly, Boogie2988 subreddit r/Boogie2988, which had the tagline, I think it still does, a subreddit for Boogie and his awesome fans, has gained over 1,000 members in the last week. Which is because people want to go in there and keep an eye on him because of that. Which I don't necessarily think that's a good thing that people are spending so much energy on that, but I'm spending energy on this too. And I've gone and looked because I'm just like, what? How? Like, if I had 4 million subscribers and made $1.3 million, I'd like to think I wouldn't blow it before I turned 50. Especially because I'm Boogie's age. No, I'm younger than Boogie was when he started his YouTube channel. So yeah, that's a whole thing. But if I made $1.3 million before I turned 49 in the next 19 years, I would like to hope I didn't blow all of it. Obviously, I'd probably spend some of it, get a nice little place to live, spend the money there, maybe take a vacation or two, but I'd also probably turn the vacation into content to make more money. It's a whole thing. Boogie tried that. It didn't work. People weren't interested. He's not like Jeb or even Miles in Transit. He doesn't do a good job of that. But he does a really good job of getting people to do the rage. He's really good at rage bait. He's really good at the controversies, and he's obviously the boy who cried wolf. But where's Keem gonna get his money?